old days.
Yeah. Now, you and Uncle Johnny never lived in the little house up in the pasture or
Yeah.
the one by the road. You did?
We lived in the one a little while, in the one up in the pasture.
Uh-huh.
That's where we was living when they built that house for us,
Okay.
beside Mr. Carnline.
Okay. And I think Mama lived there. Her and Daddy lived there a little while.
Who?
Did Mama and Daddy? Oh, it was Aunt Olivia lived there a little while.
Younger than Rena Mae.
Oh,
That
okay.
house up there on the pasture was built really for Younger and Rena Mae.
Okay.
And then they moved down there in that house on beside the road. After, well, they lived in it first, and then me and Johnny lived in it.
Okay.
And Viney and that black woman, Viney, and what was her husband's name?
I don't know.
They lived in it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
What was their last name?
Huh?
Viney's last name.
I know it, but I can't think of it.
yeah. And then Walter and Mary Russell lived
Oh
up there.
yeah, they lived across the road up there.
And then Mr. and Miss Elliott moved into the house across the highway there.
Mama, they got Mama to come over there when Billy Dale was born, and Miss Moss was visiting us, and so Mama took Miss Moss over there too. She went and she took Miss Moss, and on the way back home, walking back home, Miss Moss said to Mama, well, she sure did talk ugly, didn't she? Said she keeps saying hell, hell. And Mama said, well, that was her husband's name. Hell Elliott. Mama said, Miss Moss, that was her husband's name. Said she wasn't saying.
I guess it was H-A-L-E.
Yeah, H-A-L-E.
Yeah.
That place is grown up. You can't even see the old house.
Yeah.
It's just hardly see it.
We was friends with Dan. They had a son named Dan.
Yeah.
Or he did.
Yes. And then they had the two girls.
Larry had the two brothers.
Fawn and Billy Dale.
Oh.
Yeah. That's where they are. Oh, me.
Was your mother and dad disciplinarians? How did they discipline you when you were little?
Well, we got them switchings with a switch. She had, there was a peach tree in the backyard, and that was her little switches. She'd switch our little legs good. If we done or said anything, we had an or two.
Yeah. I remember Mama telling that Grandpa gave her a good whipping for cutting her hair one time.
I
Do you
remember
remember
when your
that?
mama cut her hair.